Yes, yes, we're live. We're live. Let me get our speaker in. Um, Early. So, hi,
Hello.
hi. Hi.
Hi. I'm all right. Good evening or good
Good
morning,
evening.
depending on where we
Thanks for
watch.
joining.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're
Uh,
welcome.
so it's actually the first of the series. We've done this before actually, maybe like 5, 6 years ago,
Okay.
and it was actually physical. I had to go to the people, interview them. My colleague, their business owner, then Colady is on this call. You might just remember we went together on one of the occasions, and it just shapes mind of how businesses have failed, especially in this climate, and there is really no help, so to say. I hope everybody can hear me clearly. There's really no help in that sense. People would say that is God. If you now come and ask them, how were you able to do it? When you failed, what happened? How were you able to do it? Ah, it's God, oh, it's God. Oh. Okay, we know it is God. How did God help you exactly? Let us know so that we also that are working in that line will be able to use your experience will rest on your shoulder. Even if we don't have a mentorship one-on-one session with you, at least we can take a clue from what you've done and then say, this is the route to take. Yeah. So, guys, welcome. Tiffany Speaks. I really name is Olajumoke Ajayi. She's been a friend for years, and I've seen her evolve. I've seen her do business. I've seen failures. I've seen successes. And what she's currently doing, I think, is great. We've spoken a few times, and if you watch our videos, have you gone to our page? You need to go and watch our videos. There's depth, there is experience, there is knowledge, there is wisdom in the conversation. I think you should go watch it, follow her, and I believe that you will have an amazing time. So let's quickly dive in. Let's quickly dive in.
I'm
Should I ask the
ready.
first question or you want to go first?
No, no, no. Go, go. Of course, it's your
So
space.
my first question is, what was the first business you
Ha.
did?
Good question. The first business would be uh I sold tiger nut juice.
Tiger,
So
you sold it from home or you had you
so
had a, you had a store?
uh, I've always been a 9 to 5er, right? So I work in a office where they decided to not give us AC. So every time now the office will be hot. They will be traveling from like office to another, like almost 1 kilometer to buy water. And I thought about it. Like, how about I just start selling cold drink inside this office? So I saw a need and I wanted to meet it. I've always been a serial
Exactly.
entrepreneur. Yeah, I always want to meet needs. I look for a problem, then I look for how I can make money off the problem. Yeah, so I just started selling tiger nut juice. I would refrigerate it all night so it would be blocked. And imagine that kind of hot weather. You bring cold drink. They'll be fighting for it. So yeah, yeah. I wasn't the one making it anyway. I had another woman who was supplying me, and I'll add my own
Okay.
200 naira on top and then sell it. So yeah,
Wow.
pretty much that. Yes.
But how long did that last?
I think about 3 months because I ran into. Do you want us to go right into it? Because I'm about to activate.
Okay.
So yeah, it ran for about 3 months because I just wanted to make money. And I think that's what a lot of people do. That's why a lot of people do business, especially in this part of the world. You look for something to earn you extra cash. So you think, what can I do? Do business. And then we dive into business without fully understanding what it means to have a business. So, like I said, I wanted to make extra cash. I saw a need, I met it, But because I didn't have a proper structure, it asked me that why it failed. That was why it failed. Everything was in my head. I was a master
Yeah.
planner in my head. I would just lie down, calculate. If I do like this, I'll make some amount, I'll make that. I don't write anything down. I don't have time for that. I'll
Wow.
just calculate in my head, go into action immediately. I'll type, look for this thing, and then start the business. So even as the money is coming, I don't know where it's going. As it's coming, I'm spending it to buy something in the market. As it's coming, I'm shopping with it. Because, like I said, there is no proper structure. It was just me wanting, wishful thinking to make money. So, yeah, after 3 months, of course, it packed up because
Wow.
hey, it was not sustainable.
There,
You don't
yeah,
even know what I'm doing. Hey, it's not
there
sustainable.
was nothing was lying on.
Nothing. It was nothing.
There
It
was
was
a
just,
process.
it was just
Wow.
me
Wow.
doing wishful thinking, like I said. So I'll just go right into it. And after then, I did several businesses, the same structure, the same model. I used to plan proposal for people. Will you marry me? I had in fact, I would rent the "Will you marry me" sign and then pay them, take it to people. They will pay me money, and that went on for a bit until I decided to even get a carpenter to build my own "Will you marry me" sign. Now, remember that I said I had no structure. I'll keep going back to that. I had no structure. It was just all in my head. So I was spending so much money. I was getting money in return, but because there was no measuring method, right? I was making money, but I was spending money. And I thought I was doing a business, but I was actually in a business of serving people. So I was wasting money, but I thought I was making money. That was number one problem. So I
Wow.
did that, and I was like, and if you have applied proposal before for people who do banana, you know the stress that is involved in that thing. You will blow balloon.
Is the
you will
power for me?
blow. You will blow balloon. Your cheek will be paining you. You
You
will
wow.
climb pole to hang balloon on the wall. You will do ribbon. You know the stress. So it's a lot of work, but it wasn't amounting to the result I was expecting. And I would wonder, God, I'm working so hard. I am doing
Where is the
content
result?
creation. Where is
Hmm.
the money? I didn't know that I was actually the one doing myself. I was
Hmm.
doing myself. I was praying. God bless the work of my hands. But God is wondering, baby girl, you don't know what you're doing.
Hmm.
I'm just really
This,
blessing and bringing
this,
customers your way because I love
yeah.
you. But you actually don't know what you're doing.
Wow.
Yes.
This sounded like Moses and Moses, his in-laws, father-in-law story. I had to now help him structure the business.
Structure the
Well,
now
because
well yeah, go on please.
yeah, please, go ahead.
I mean, we'll go into what it actually means to structure because a lot of people will be on this call and probably wonder what is it to even structure? So what is the how do I
Yes.
properly structure? We'll go into that, but we have to first understand the basis. And the major fails I had in the business was not just due to lack of structure. It was also because I didn't really understand what it meant to have a business, number one. And I also didn't understand myself enough to sell and convince another person because business is really you being in the business of convincing other people for them to buy into your vision. And I didn't understand. So every time I tried to sell to people, it sounded like I was performing. There was a lot of
Hmm.
performance that was involved. And um, if I was an actress, they would know that, okay, you are doing movie. But I was not an actress now. I was saying, I'm trying to convince you. And they're saying, even you're not convincing yourself, talk less of convincing me. So
Hmm.
why should I buy from you? Of course, family members will support you because they have to.
Yeah.
Friends will support you because they have to. But
Yes.
strangers will call you up on your BS immediately and say, "No, you don't know what you're doing here." In my bid to still make money, I went into hair business. This was the breaking point. Well, not breaking point, but this was the revealing point for me. Now, I want everybody on this call to take note of my language and how I position or frame these things. I love it. I love it. So it
I'm
was
jotting this
mostly
down.
jot things down. So I think I was doing the hair business when I met you, my dearest Abiola, uh, and it was something I was really passionate about because I've always been all about beauty. I love, I mean, I'm very strong, but I have a very, lovely feminine side who wants to make up and do hair and do all of that. And I thought a lot of women are like me in that regard. So why not sell to them? So this hair business was one that showed me a little bit of structure, a little bit, but I still failed woefully, if I might add. I still failed woefully because you can say, but I have structure, but you don't understand yourself enough to put the structure that will suit your personality and your business in place. So, yeah, so what I noticed is that a lot of people copy. We copy. People are selling hair, more money they hair business, so go and sell hair, then you go into the business. Then you copy the processes of how they are doing it and you think it's going to work for you. It will not work. Even if it works, one loss will clear all of the profits you think you have been making. Which was what happened to in my own case. I had a major loss. Because I didn't understand a proper structure. I just thought people buy hair from Vietnam and then they sell to people and then they dance and market and shake hair. You content creator. Then you shake your hair and as I did all of that until I ran a pre-order sale for people who are on this call who understand how hair sales work. I did a pre-order sale and I collected money. And of course, how pre-order works, you collect money from people and tell them, I want to buy in bulk, and you will get this hair for a very cheap amount of money. So give me your money, let me buy in bulk. When it arrives, I'll give you the hair. And you would have saved a lot of cash. I did that. I think it was about 3.2 million naira several years ago. And because me too, I was
like 15 million or 20 million right now.
Like 15 million, 20 million right now, actually. Wow. So I collected from several people, and I thought the person I used to buy from, let me switch and try somebody else because another hair seller told me about somebody else. I didn't do my own adequate research. I didn't do my own work. She just told me that I buy from these people and their product is really good, so try it. And I tried it. And he tried me, and he put me in trying times.
He tried you emotionally and financially.
And they sent me absolute sponge.
Wow.
And they stopped picking my calls, they stopped responding to me. And my people were like, we don't know what this one you're saying. You will pay us our money back. Pay back the money. And it was the lowest period of my entire life because I was collecting salary to pay back this. I paid every single person back, every dime. I paid. And after that, you know how God will take you to the rock bottom to show you clarity. I started to ask myself questions. Do you really want to do business? Are you really equipped to do business? Do you really understand what it means to do business? Do you want to just be a 9-to-5er and just forget it? Vendors and sponge. Thank you, Abiola. You know what we're talking about. So, do you want to do business? And I said, God, at this point, teach me. Because a lot of times we try to do things by our own self. We think we can do it all. We think, oh, I understand it. I thought I did too. Until I started to read up on and started to follow people who understood business. And I started to really ask myself, is this really where my strength lies? Right? Do I really want to sell hair? How do I feel selling hair? Every single time somebody gives me a positive review, how does it make me feel? Am I selling hair because of validation? Am I selling hair because everybody is doing it? Am I selling hair because of the profit that it promises? Am I selling hair because that is what God has called me to do? And in the process of selling hair, am I displaying any kind of gift that God has placed inside of me? What exactly is this selling hair about? These are deep questions I asked myself, but I was smart. I didn't dwell so much on regret because now being an emotional intelligence coach, I'm sure people are wondering, what is the trajectory? How did you go from Tiger not doing?
How did you move from Tiger Nut
Yeah, but let's
to
even start from university. How did you move from
to
studying pure and applied chemistry to Tiger Nuts
wow.
to working in a media company to now being a coach? It seemed disjointed, right? But every single failure was going to teach me something extremely important.
Mm,
Yes. I had a seminar, I think about 3 weeks ago, and a young girl asked me a beautiful question. She said, I am doing several businesses, and it feels like I don't really know where I belong. I don't really know what I'm doing. This one will come, I'll do it. This one will come, I'll do it. This one will come. And I'm wondering, what am I really supposed to be doing with my life? Are these businesses the reflection of what I'm supposed to do? Or is it just about hustle culture endlessly? You know, the hustle culture in Nigeria. I just keep
yeah.
hustling and hustling and hustling and hustling without really getting anywhere. Uh, Abiola, can you still hear me?
Yes, I
Yes.
can.
So she asked me this question, and it took me back to all of my times of hustling. And I said, every single thing you're doing right now will eventually add up when you hit the jackpot. And when you do
Indeed.
hit the jackpot, you will know that, ah, Tiger Nut Juice showed me how to be a critical thinker. I saw a problem, I immediately ran into
Perfect.
solving it. That is a
Mm-hmm.
skill that you need as a business owner. If you cannot be a critical thinker, your staff will steal from you, and that will be the end of your business. Somebody will call you out on social media, and the shame will not allow you recover.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody will hack into your account and steal all your money, and you will say that is the end of the world and probably even commit suicide because you
Mm-hmm.
have not learned how to be a critical thinker. Quick fixes, quick solution without showing weakness as a business owner. So that was what Tiger Nut Juice taught me.
Okay.
Proposal, this proposal, planning marriage proposal.
Alright.
This one is an interesting story. Stay with me. I got a very huge client to I got a huge client, and I was supposed to plan the proposal at Civic Center. For people who are familiar with Lagos very well, Civic Center, you know
Yeah.
how big that
It's
place
big,
is.
yeah.
To get uh,
It's in the center of Lagos.
center of Lagos. So imagine somebody being rich enough to rent Civic Center Hall just to propose to to his girlfriend. And they got me, they contacted me. And I was so happy. I went all out. I blew balloon, did everything. But because I didn't have a proper structure, I didn't have my own personal photographer. So I used to hire one. Mr. Fola, if you are on this call, my God will judge you. Mr. Fola was my photographer. I had told him the night before, hey Joe, please be at this venue by 4 p.m. He said, Auntie, I swear I will be there. No problem. I went ahead, I did my decoration. I started calling Mr. Fola by 4 p.m. Mr. Fola, where are you? I don't know if you remember the day that MTN took network in the whole of Lagos for like 5 hours. It was
Yeah.
that day. It was that
That
day.
would have been a perfect cover up for your not being available. But the guy not being available that it did not
I
work.
called Mr. Fola with everything I had, no network. It was as though everything was against me that day. Eventually, the guy came with his babe. I went into quick thinking, of course, I ran out. Please, who is the photographer? I need photographer right now. I saw one guy with his chocolate camera. I said, follow me. He took the worst pictures. The guy proposed to his girlfriend, though. Would he have photo? Mr. Fela was supposed to come with a speaker. Another mistake I made. You know, when proposal is going on, there will be sweet music playing in the background. I had planned that I was going to, Mr. Fola didn't come with photograph. I had to get it with speaker. I had to get one small speaker. Connected my phone so that I was playing music on my phone. As the music was playing and the girl was coming, dispatch rider was calling me. So in between the in between the music, you just say
Phone rang.
I'll cut it. The girl will look at me. She will continue walking down. The guy will be saying, you are the most important person. You know the speech. Music will go on again. This much rider will call me. I see I'm outside though.
Please, please. I don't know what to say. How were you able to leave that place without your legs hitting each other?
It was wobbling. The shame. And the guy left the most nasty review. I am so disappointed. I am this. I paid money to
Even
interview.
me now,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, embarrassed on my behalf. I cringe, right? Cringe, right? And I said, I'm not doing it again. That was the end of my proposal. I'm not doing it. Say, it happens in business. I said, I'm not doing it again. Now, what did that teach me? Why in God's name would I take such a powerful job without having my own personal photographer? There was no reason for me to have
yeah.
not gone with that guy. There was no reason to have accepted, don't worry, I'll come and meet you.
Yeah.
So it was which I later learned in life, that it was my people-pleasing nature, Mrs. Nice. I was being nice, so I believed gullibly at the expense of my own business. He promised me that he would be there. I believed him. And I'm not saying don't believe people in business, but promises is not enough. If you are not developed yourself enough, your business and the way you run your business will suffer. As a coach now, I am realizing all of these things and the mistakes that I've made. And it boils down to my personality. What kind of person are you? The person, if you say I'm very rugged, I do business, well, that shows why your staffs are resigning every time. I mean, it makes sense that they will say that madam is too wicked, I beg. That madam is too selfish. It boils down to your personality. Except you have set up a giant structure that customers have no business whatsoever to interact with you. But as long as you're still the one calling the shot of your business, it will show in how you run it. Except you have no say. No say whatsoever. Maybe it's a public, what's that kind of business called? When you throw your business to the public and you have a board of directors that call the shot. Except that's the kind of business you're running. But as long as it's still a business that you are the CEO and it depends largely on your ideas and execution, you need to develop yourself, understand yourself, critical thinking, understand and master managerial positions, leadership. Now, there's a difference between being a leader and being a manager.
Yeah.
That's a difference. Then, yes, and being an effectuator, it means that you are not micromanaging. You are confident in yourself enough to run a business without people feeling like you're choking them. And why do we do that? I mean, so that will take me to my next point of you understanding your role as an individual. This is something that it cost me a lot to learn. We romanticize authenticity so much that we think that authenticity means that whoever I am right now is who I have to bring to every circumstance, to every role. So you know me as your friend. I don't relate with you as a coach. You've known me for years as your friend.
Yeah.
So you would see different sides of me that my mentors and the people that I'm coaching will never see. That is what we mean by roles. A leader will showcase a particular side to the people that she's leading or is leading. But now this is the problem we want to do. We want to just be the same person to every single person in our lives. So if you're a boss woman, you are doing boss woman in your home, and then you're wondering why you're constantly having issues with your family, with your husband. Because but our husband is wondering, Auntie, go and be doing your lion outside. When you're here, you're my wife. You are doing boss woman, you're doing the same thing with the people that are working in your office. You're doing boss woman, you're doing the same thing with your children. You're doing boss woman, you're doing the same thing with your friends. You're running the same model, all in the name of I just want to be authentic. Now, forgetting that your business is just one aspect of your life. There are different aspects of your other life. And if these other parts are failing, it will affect the business you are trying so hard to flourish in. For example, if you have shown your husband, I'm going to be, because I'm a woman, so I'm going to be speaking a lot from a woman's perspective. Well, and I'm hoping that the men too can understand this part too. You are a woman and you are constantly being called difficult by your husband because you are too domineering. You don't know when to leave the role of a strong woman in the office. You don't understand how to differentiate all of these things. Then constantly you are in a quarrel with your husband. Constantly. Then do you think that would affect your decisions in the business? Of course it will. Of course it will. So that's why you see personal development and understanding yourself first before you jump into any kind of business is extremely important. Emotional intelligence in business, and it is so interesting that even the biggest corporations still make this same mistake. The biggest of the biggest corporations. I mean, I will use Uber for example. Ha, my goodness, this one don't even get me started. I'm hoping that one day Uber will eventually invite me to come and train their drivers, because I have seen so much indiscipline, so much selfishness when it comes to people that run the Uber and the riders, not the riders, the drivers. And it just shows a huge gap in the mindset behind this business. And I'm hoping that in few years to come, there will be other models of Uber that will address all of these concerns, and they can maybe not completely be rendered obsolete, but understand that this is a huge gap that if you do not solve, people will leave your business behind. There was something I saw online, I think last night, where somebody was supposed to deliver something to a client, and instead of saying a simple, I'm sorry I didn't deliver this, I will do better next time. You know what she said? She said, I acknowledge the problem. I acknowledge the problem, and we are working on fixing it. It was so difficult for a CEO to say, sorry, we will do better next time.
Sorry that I'm interjecting. There are a lot of, I keep saying this, I'm in marketing, so there are a lot of things that comes around to say, instead of saying this, say this, so that you are not putting yourself in the line of shot. Like, don't shoot yourself in the foot kind of thing. Instead of saying this, say this. So I think that we have also professionalized a lot of things that a simple I'm sorry will take out, or where we are sending somebody there right away, or that it's on us, the house will take care of. Something like that. Maybe that's what you're talking about, because I feel that
the challenge with that is this. You need to understand that, especially in Nigeria, I don't know how many other people are connected to this call and probably in other parts of the world, but especially in Nigeria, you have to understand the psychology of selling to Nigerians.
okay.
We're very emotional people in this country, extremely, because of the cultural values, of course. So there is a shared trauma. Maybe not shared trauma, but if you say Tinubu now, if you want to start, just enter a place, you don't know anybody there. Just say, I'm on this Naija, Tinubu. Immediately, we will say, now everybody will, there's a shared ideology when it comes to our unique country. This is what you will use, maybe not use, maybe for the lack of better word. This is what you would use in selling your market. Nigerians are not interested in your market. What are you selling that nobody else is not selling?
Mm-hmm.
What they are buying is the emotion that you are selling behind your products.
Yeah.
Even with the lack of structure that I had with my hair business, I still have people till date. Say, Tiffany, why are you not selling hair again now? I miss you. Do you know how many hair businesses that is on? What do you mean? Plenty. But you know why? They missed my personality. They missed the way I made them feel listened to. They missed the way I made them feel seen. They missed my recommendations to their beauty. They missed the addition I added to their life. They missed how I made them feel as a human being. That was why they kept coming back. You think they didn't know that I had those lapses and I was not structured and sometimes I can be so scattered? They knew, but they came back, or they kept coming back regardless. I had so many clients. I was delivering to the UK, I was delivering to Canada. My business was striving solely on referral. There's one girl like that I want you to buy from. She's very respectful. You get it. And referral will always be this greatest form of, that's the biggest way people can stay loyal to your business.
True.
Word of mouth, you know.
Word of mouth.
And but then if you have not built yourself enough to understand all of these things, how then can you build loyal clients? And you know that when you build loyal clients, you are built free influencers for life.
Yes, true.
They will talk about you. Some of them will even go and do video and say, this is not a paid ad, but I came across somebody. I mean, look at Wanika, for example. I will speak a lot about hair world, but I'm hoping the men will also relate that to whatever field they're in. Wanika does not just sell hair. She also sells love. She's always posting herself and her husband. My husband did this. Because she understands that Nigerians love love. So the moment everybody is craving the thing that she owns, I wish I could be like this girl. Anything I sell to you, we buy. So these are some of the secrets that we do not tap into as a business owner. Look, the days of coming to dance, what's the name of this dance? What's this? It has passed, so it has passed. You can still dance, yes. But now, people want to know what you have. What do you have to offer me as a person for me to buy this product from you? What is in it for me? Why you? Why should I buy from you? Who are you? Who are you? It's why it's so funny to me when I see business owners write on their bio, no refund. Are you joking here?
Don't break that table. Just leave that. No refund, no exchange.
No refund, and you write cancel. I can already tell that you are a difficult person. Just by seeing that, I will know.
Or a no structured person, that sense.
No structured person.
Because doesn't want to go back. There's no record to go back to.
There's no record to go back to. I'm not interested in this. I already feel the hostility from what you wrote on your bio. I already feel like you're too scattered for me to buy anything from you. Recently, I bought a product worth of close to 200,000 naira. I said dollars. Oh my goodness, money.
It's coming.
200,000 naira from someone with with a less than 1,000 followers. She had less than 1,000 followers, and I bought a product worth of 200K from her. Why? She had a business account. I asked her question, she answered eloquently. She was not overly familiar. I did not say hello. I said hello, I need to buy this. She didn't say, you cannot even say good afternoon. I've seen that. Greet first now. And I'm wondering, I don't have to greet you. I am here to do business with you. Even if I say, I send this to you and I say, I want this. You can't say, you can't even greet. I don't know you. So it is the sentiment, because you don't understand how to do business and the proper structure to put to business. That's why you would say, I should greet you first. Yes, I should greet you, but it is not in your place to teach me that. You are in the business of selling your market. Let's say I don't even have manners, and I came to you and said, send this to me. Why don't you show me? Why don't you show me what it means to have manners? Oh, good afternoon. We're glad to have you here. How may we serve you? Or, yeah, this is another major thing. See, thank you, Abiola. Communication skills. That was what I was about to answer. So, you see, we are kindred spirits. Communication skills is one of the most important things to have as a business owner. Nobody is saying you should go to Lakwe Business School. What's the name of that place? Nobody is saying you should go and pay hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yes, to learn how to do basic business. Nobody is saying how to do that. Available for you to watch. There's a YouTube school of business, University of YouTube, to learn any single thing you want to learn in this life. Communication skill is one of the biggest problems we have with vendors in Nigeria. Hello. I want to buy this.
What do you want to buy?
Okay, what do you want to buy? I want to buy this bag. Is it available? Let me confirm availability. Let me confirm availability. Then, yes, it's available, but it's 20,000. What do you mean, but it's 20,000? I told you I cannot afford it. What is but it's 20,000? Like, you're talking to me like you're talking to your best friend. I don't want that level of familiarity with you.
Like you
Yes, it's a
size me up
business.
to say this person cannot buy from me.
Even if that's not what you mean. Now, the problem, the major problem, and I love the fact that the life has been made easy with AI, extremely. There are so many tools that you can use to respond to customers now. You don't even have, you can't say, but I don't know how to speak English, or but I'm a small business owner, and this is how I can talk. Or the girl I hire, she's one that is running my business. So that's how she used to talk. She doesn't understand English. You are paying her 15,000 naira, but you are complaining that she's the one running your business. That one, let me not break that table. Let's take it one step at a time. But there are tools that you can use to respond to your clients. There is many chats. Abiola, you can give the people on this call, for at least as commitment for being on this call, some basic tools that they can use to automate their business. Many chats will respond to your clients immediately without you even being present. They will give them a welcome message customized by you. Hello, what do you want to buy today? Anything they say, it will immediately answer them before you have time to respond. There is that. Then there is the follow-up culture. I price market from you, I did not buy it. Then you came to me tomorrow to say, Ma, we're still waiting for you, waiting for me as well. I already know that you don't have structure. You are desperate for my money. I'm not going to buy from you. Because what you need to understand is people like a sense of exclusivity. Except they just like you and just want to help you. But that beggarly mindset, victim mindset, without you, I cannot eat. That's not my business.
I see that.
I don't know you. I don't know you. I already can, even if it's a joke, some people already think, you're not quite there. You will make money, maybe 100K, 200K, but you never really attain the value or the level that you want to attain because you've sold yourself short. Why are you coming to me to tell me, Ma, I'm still waiting for you. When you are ready, we'll be here to sell to you. That means I'm the one you're waiting for. You don't have many customers. You don't have other clients. I mean, there's a way you can follow up.
Yeah.
I'll show you how you can. Not the next day, please. No, not the next day. That same day, the evening. That's when you send the message. Hello, we have few pieces left. Please reconfirm if this item is still available before you make payment. Then I say, I need I want it. It is packaged. We know that we know that the business, you and I know that the item is plenty. But the moment you say that to people, psychologically it triggers them and it says something to them. These people are so valuable that I need to buy from them. Their products don't stay on the ground for long. So you have put pressure on me, peer pressure. And if I have issues, any kind of, I need to get this, you sold to me without doing much. Another trick, as a business owner, when you send your details to people, especially for those who are selling on Instagram, because this is Instagram Live, so I'm going to be touching a lot on that. When you send your details to people, your account number, the number alone, post it separately. You've typed everything, then post it again separately on a different chat. Because you have listed all these things. Hello, thank you for buying this product. The full amount is this and this. We have refund policy. You've told me all of those things. Now find my account details. In all of that, I'm now looking for how to copy just account number. So I can take it to my banking app with all of it. So I will not copy all of those things you wrote, paste it, then look for the account number. I don't have time. That's a look and discourage me and say, I'll do it later. You've lost the customer. You've lost the client. But what are you trying to do by pasting just account number for me, even after typing all of those things? You are making it easy for me to buy from you. A lot of clients, a lot of business owners do not make it easy for customers to buy from them. The world has caught up on this. That's why there's AI. That's why they're saying attention span. If you don't do your video in 4 seconds, you have lost people. If you don't do, because they're trying to make it easy for people to consume their products. So if you're not making it easy for customers to buy from you, you will lose them to people who are making it easy. Let us be very honest. People are lazier with things these days.
True. Very.
So how do you tap into that and sell your market and quickly move on? Quickly. And another point will be that a lot of business owners don't understand how to give back. You have mastered the art of taking, but not giving back. A little gesture goes a long way. Add a pen to first-time buyers. And the reason why they don't do that is because, do you even have a list of your first-time buyers? How do you get the data? Record keeping. How do you get the data of your first-time buyer? How? Because if you have the record, you will know this person has ever bought from me before. I need to treat them. I need to keep them. I need to sustain them. Let me add a little extra. Something nice for them to remember me by. Put something nice, even if it's a pen. The lady I bought the 200K product from, what did she do? She added a hand wash for me. I said, I want this one. No. She said, it's for you to wash your hands regularly. So she knows that I bought skincare product from her. So she bought something that is related. Don't go and be giving somebody paper, a book when you are selling chewing gum. It has to be something that can aid your own product. She sells skincare. She knows that before you apply skincare on your face, your hands need to be clean. Because if your hands are not clean, you will introduce germs to your body, which will render our own product useless. So she added that as a free something, as a free gift. Did I appreciate it? 1000%.
In case customer does not know, don't come and spoil my own work.
Don't spoil my own. But she said that subtly, but it still worked to her advantage because I am just so happy that I got a gift.
It's a two-way thing for you. The emotional side of, she gave me a gift, and then the fact that the gift is actually useful. It complements what she sold to you. Wow. People should take note of this place. So
I hope you are jotting things down.
I'm jotting things down. I have two shit already.
Extremely important. Extremely. So that she has won my heart. So even if she messes up again, I'll just say, this girl gave me this, Because when I wanted to buy another product from her, she did mess up. And I called her out on it to me. I said, don't take advantage of me. I bought this from you because of this. And immediately said, I'm so sorry. I wasn't the one that attended to you. I'm not even in the country. I said, okay, I forgive you. Why? Because she has won my heart. I'm not buying product from her. I can buy skincare product from anybody. There's 1,001 people that buy. But she has won my heart. So that's another thing that business owners have to do.
Really? So you've really spoken a lot about some gray areas that we tend to overlook, really.
Yeah.
And is in a way affecting our businesses. I've taken notes. I picked my own points, and really, I know that there are a lot of other people also on the call and that will listen later that would actually have something to pick from all the conversations. But let me ask, really, from all the businesses that you have done, all the ideas that you put together, how did that shift happen for you?
Okay.
How did that shift of saying, I was a vendor and then now I am moving into a more professional setting of saying, I'm helping people's mind, I'm helping people's businesses, I'm helping people's relationships. Because really, emotional intelligence is not small. It's not small. It starts from how you speak to people, know when to speak, know what to say, know when to hit the nail on the head and when to just leave the conversation. There are a lot of dynamics around it. So for someone that sold air and then now says, okay, now I think I need to help people get better emotionally, mentally. what brought that shift for you?
Okay, so remember I said every single business that I've done was meant to teach me something.
Yes.
And I highlighted some of the things that the previous business had taught me, but the hair business was the closest I got. The reason, so this comes with, like I said, personal development and asking yourself very hard questions. A lot of us are afraid to ask ourselves tough questions. I asked myself when I went into the huge loss with the hair business that why exactly did I enjoy selling hair for this long? And there was only one answer. I loved how people felt. I loved how I made them feel when they buy things from me. It then informed something. You love to help people. It wasn't about what you were selling. It was about the fact that you love to help. So for people who are still doing different things and are not sure how they will eventually come into their purpose, not everybody will be a coach. There are people that the hair business is their purpose. That is what they're supposed to do with their life. But it's not, it goes beyond just selling hair. It's more about the fact that they've always loved to beautify others. Right? So there has to be a depth to the connection of what you are doing. Now, if you are still doing different things and you're not sure, it doesn't feel like that for you yet, don't worry. Don't worry, because like I said, every single thing will make sense. You will learn different skill from each of these businesses that will come together when that shift is about to happen. For me, it took some trauma, of course. I lost my dad and all of that for it to click and say, hey, this is what you're supposed to be doing with your life. You've always been in the business of helping people. This is what it's supposed to be. It took a lot of revelation of my identity. That one I don't want to go into because we're talking about business. So let's not divert. But at the end of the day, if you really don't know who you are, you will never understand what you are supposed to be doing with your life. You will not. You will just be trying different things. You will just be riding on borrowed identities. But the moment it clicks for you and you know your personality, I know people will say, oh, this one I don't know me. All this who are you? Like people always say, how can I do that? Well, after the live, you can send me a private message. We'll have a conversation about that. But until you know who you are, it cannot really land for you. You will just be seeing yourself performing in businesses. You will not really be able to connect fully with people. I don't know how many of us here know Sheyi the assistant on this call. Abiola, do you know Sheyi the assistant? You probably would have seen some of his posts. Sheyi the assistant.
Yes.
Beautiful. He's a dear friend of mine. I've known him for about 9 years now. Before he became this popular, of course. And I will use his life as an example. He has done so many businesses. I think you should also bring him on this series. It would be really nice to have him. He has so much to say about businesses. He's done so many. He has so big.
That's your telling you ask for him to be on the call.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay. But he has so big. They were going different things. He has done all of these businesses. But all of this things taught him something before he became a financial this thing. How did it click for him? He was in the place of him trying to find himself. That it finally clicked for him what he was supposed to be doing. It was the same thing that happened to me and so many other people who are following their purpose. You will hear similar story. It was in the place of revelation of their identity that it finally clicked for them. And all of the lessons that they have been learning in different businesses started to make sense. This is where I'm going to need this. This is where this one is useful. All of the difficult customers that I've encountered in my life, all of the problems that I've solved, all the money that I paid back from my salary was teaching me how to relate with people. It was teaching me how to deal with difficult people. I don't know if you have encountered someone with trauma before. People you will say, who sent me? Who sent me? They will be angry with themselves, but they will be projecting their anger on you. They will insult you because you have brought out things they don't want to bring out. So their anger will be misplaced at you. But I know better to not get angry because I know you're not really angry at me. You're angry with yourself. You're just lashing out at me. But what taught me that perseverance? Selling human hair. So yeah, the shift happened because I understood my identity and the roles I'm supposed to play. Then the shit happened. It started to all make sense. So yeah,
Hmm.
I can't believe it's almost 7 already.
So
How?
is more about critically thinking, sitting yourself down.
So
Just like the story of the prodigal son. The Bible said that he came to himself. It was at that point that he knew that he fucked up. So he looked at the girl like, no, I don't mess up. So I will go back. So the going back is I am now looking at the stories, I'm looking at my experiences, and I'm thinking, there are times I am going through stuff and you are not seeing the lesson inside the stuff at that time. You are still complaining to say that, why? It should not be me. But when time happens, life has passed, and then you sit back, you come to yourself, and you think about it. Bishop will say, through desire, a man will think about it, we intermediate, we meditate on these things and say, this is not the best I'm supposed to be. I can be better. And that trajectory will change that way. The things will move on that way. So
what do you
that
mean it wasn't
was
supposed to be me? What do you mean by it wasn't supposed to be me? It was supposed to be you. You were
was
supposed to
supposed
learn
to
from it. No, as in no, I'm not
yes,
talking.
you're supposed to learn
Hey,
something. Yeah.
you were supposed to learn. It was supposed to be you. It was it said in life there are no failures, there are lessons. And there are lessons that
Yeah.
you will continue to learn until you learn them. You will continue to fall into the same trap until you learn this particular lesson. You will not go into the next level and phase of your life until you learn this lesson. If you cannot show that you can handle 500,000 naira, you will not get 5 million naira. If you get 5 million naira by mistake, you will waste it.
You will squander it.
You will squander it.
There's a friend of mine that actually, if you tell him it should not be me, he will say you are proud. He
Love
say you are
you.
proud. Are you serious? Who should it be? It should be you. You are going through your learning curve. Learn it and move on. What are you saying? You should not be? You are just a proud dad. I mean, go. So that part stuck with me for years. We did business. It might also be one of this series because we did business that failed. I've done a lot of business too. that failed woefully. So I think we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. So for you now, system has changed really. You have transited from one point to another, and right now you're operating a different strategy, a different system. So if I may ask, what system are you using right now? I know that even for your coaching business, right now there's marketing going on, you are making content, you are getting invited to places to speak about stuff, you have clients that come to you for therapy sessions and all that. How do you marry all that into a system? How does the system work for you?
Okay, so it was first about me calendarizing my life. What am I doing from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m.? Because I have done so much work on revealing myself to myself, I know my most productive time is in the mornings. You see anything from 2 o'clock, even if I'm on my system, I'm not really doing much again. So 5 a.m. to 9 a.m., I work out. I take my health and fitness really seriously. So 5 a.m. to 9 a.m., I go to the gym. I take my morning smoothies, my creatine. I take all of that. 9 a.m. to 10, I try to get ready for work and the things I want to do. Now, the night before, I always set my to-do list. So I already know that for tomorrow, this is what I have to achieve no matter what. This is the structure. So 5 a.m. to 9 a.m., I've gone to the gym, I've come back, I've showered. By 10, I'll go to the office, come back around 3. My work is a bit flexible. Come back around 3. By then, I'm already feeling a bit tired. So between 10 to 2, whatever serious work I need to do, it needs to be done by 10 to 2. If not, it's till tomorrow. Because even if I try to do it later, it will be me overstretching myself. One of the things I told myself this year is that I'm going to do a lot, but I'm going to rest more. You can't decide that if you're not strategic. So 10 to 2, I do the hard work, the tough one, the computer-based work, the editing of the content and all of that. I do it. From 2 to 4, I try to catch up on responding to emails, light work, respond to emails, talk to few people, advise, check my people that I'm mentoring, the task I gave them, if they're follow through and all of that. But you see, from 4 o'clock, it's family time and Instagram and social media and some other things. And learning, podcasts, listening to music, unwinding generally, just chilling. In between, I can say, listen to a podcast and say, look, I just learned something nice. But I'm not actively doing any work. Now, how am I able to do all of this? Because I have communities that I run. I have volunteers in the community. I have an admin support. I have someone who helps me send emails. I have someone who helps me collate people's tasks. I have all of that. And I'm not micromanaging them. I only tell them what to do once. If they don't do it right, I'll correct it. And allow them. I won't be saying, Ava, are you done? Are you done? Because if you also do that to people, you're not really giving them room to grow. So I've understood the power of delegation. And not delegation, effective delegation. Effective. And I have also, because I'm also not a people pleaser anymore, I can immediately let you go if you are going to strain my vision. Every single thing I do, I have a vision for it. What is the purpose of this community? To help people grow, and in 3 months is the result I want to see. If you are not ready for this growth, if I give you task 1 week, you don't do it, I politely and respectfully yank you up. Sorry, yank is a bit mean. Remove you with love, right? And there's no oga abeg. There's no auntie abeg. No, it is that I understand the value that I bring, and I cannot allow you waste my time. So quickly, I know I have mastered the art of quickly removing, resetting, and refocusing. I am able to do all of these things because I have understood.
Please come again. Quickly removing,
resetting, and refocusing.
And refocus.
And refocus, yes, quickly. So now, this is not to say that you have it all figured out. There are days that at 5 o'clock, I have not finished my task for the day. And there are, like right now, I'm doing this. There are days like this. But I have learned how to buy time. Buy back time, sorry. It means that even though I didn't do this today, I have moved it to tomorrow. But it now means that on Saturday, I'll have to now share my enjoyment into 2. And now do this thing I'm supposed to do, even though I don't like to work at all during weekends. Or sometimes I will buy back those time from the ample time that I've set out for resting. So I will steal some time for my rest. But I will know that it means that somewhere in the future, I have to still replace this time that I took for myself. Extremely important. So delegation, calendarizing your life, extremely important. And I hope that a lot of people on this call understood or did vision board for the year. So that is the calendarization for the year. So that at least you know what you're working towards. You're not just saying, by the end of this year, I want to make $1 billion. What do you mean? What is this? What have you set in place to make $1 billion? Sky now. So all of that have to be figured out first. So I spent the whole of January. When people were starting the year and doing content, I didn't really do content in January. I was planning in January for the year because I understood that if I already set a good foundation for January, the remaining of the year will just be me flying. And immediately in February, I started getting a lot of engagement. It was like, why are you running to what's going on? Because I used January to plan. I did retreats. I did trainings. I did personal development. Paid for. I read books. I was setting foundation to fly in 2026. So yeah, calendarize your life. Don't micromanage. Set up structures and help people be a proper leader, not a manager. You know, I mentioned that there's a difference between a leader and a manager.
Yeah.
A leader understands the power of entrepreneurship. A manager is still trying to help you sell your product. Eh? But a leader owns it. Like, for example, I'll give you a very solid example. Imagine working as the MD of a hospital and you are not a doctor. You're wondering how,
Okay.
but it is possible because
It's got to be, yeah.
that is why understanding emotional intelligence and being an effectuator is the leading thing right now. You don't have to be a tech person to sell tech to people. You just have to be a good leader and a marketer who understands people, who understands the psychology of humans. That's all you need. Why do you think people are fighting for scrum masters and project managers? Do you know how much they're paying those guys? They're not into IT. They are the ones managing the guys building the apps. But what are they doing? They're effectuators. They understand the psychology of human being and what people want and how to sell to people. So we cannot unpack emotional intelligence today, but if you want to be a business owner and you don't want to crash in a few years to come, you better go learn all the intricacies in emotional intelligence. You better, because it will set you apart. It will help you in your personal life. It will help you in your business. It will help you with your family. It will help you achieve the peace. Because if I ask you now, Abiola, that what is the biggest thing you want in this life, you probably will say peace of mind. It will help you with that also. Because when your life is properly structured and everything is working how it should work, you will have peace now. You will not constantly live in a state of chaos, which is where a lot of business owners are functioning from, chaos. So yeah.
Wow.
I'm cutting this short because of time. If I start,
I know really. I don't know yet, but I think that one day we might have you for maybe a physical event.
That's right.
Because really, let me put it this way. Let me use this English. I've experienced you small.
I
Small.
know.
And this one that this call is not the deep market that we're enjoying right now. It's just we're just scratching the surface really, because there are topics that if we bring out now, I'm sure that you can comfortably do like a 2 hours, 2.5 hours straight up on it, and everybody will still be glued to their screen or jotting things down and stuff like that. So maybe in future we would have a physical event.
Beautiful.
Let's
Because I mean, we're
interact with
talking
people.
about business here. This is business.
Yes,
You're
yes.
also careful until some people are ready for some deep work. You're also kind of careful on how to communicate emotional intelligence to them, right? Some people still just want to do business to make money. Some people are still on this kind. All this what people are saying, how can I make money?
True, true.
So there is that. But I mean, this will already give you a framework of how you can properly do business without just doing business, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Properly, integrating yourself into business without I just want to make money. Like, if these are people's hard-earned money you're talking about here, and you think I'll just give it to you because of what? Not even now.
We need to think about it.
Maybe in previous years people would do that, but not now. Every single amount has to be accounted for, especially if you want to sell to people that have never met you before.
True, true.
Do you have to offer?
True. That's a clear point. I think at this point I will say that if anybody has a question, you can use the comment box. Let's do the question. I think we have ruled like an hour plus, I think. So please, if you have questions, please roll it in. Let me ask one more question
Of course.
myself. Maybe because you've answered some that I would have probably loved to ask, like what broke you, what do people not see, and then your biggest lesson. What was your biggest lesson, or what has been your biggest lesson? I think that would be right in the context.
Mm.
What has been your biggest lesson?
My biggest lesson in business. Mm. Mm. My biggest lesson in business would be, if it's too good to be true, then it is.
Run, oh.
Yeah, yeah. If it's too good to be true, then it probably is. Um, there were mistakes that I made that I didn't have to make them. If I had listened to my instincts, in my intuition, and that's another thing a lot of people don't do in business. If I was calm enough to take some time and use the power of pause,
Mm.
I would not have made those mistakes. That's another aspect of emotional intelligence, understanding the power of pause. And as a business person, you need this skill. You need to know when to pause. If I had just thought about it, paused, and spoken to a few mentors about it, I would have gotten different opinions that probably would have changed my mindset about it. But I did not, and I got into debt for it. I'm grateful for that debt and the payment and what it taught me now. But there were mistakes that didn't have to be made. If I was better equipped. So yeah, my biggest lesson would be that if it's too good to be true, then it is too good to be true. If you feel it, that it is too good to be true, and you are connected with yourself, now not just I just feel something. If you are connected with yourself enough, and you feel that something is too good to be true, don't proceed. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So, what would be your advice to someone struggling?
Struggling is
Yeah,
mindset. And this way, I know that
mindset.
is. I know that people have said it too much, and I want you this mindset. Mindset said, "I'm doing everything. I'm listening to podcast." And it is still your mindset. If you're struggling, it is still your mindset. There's still something. There is still something that you are supposed to do that you are not doing yet, and you know it. You can tell us that you are doing everything, but you and I know that there is something that you know that is holding you back. It could be that you are too chaotic mentally. It could be that you don't have, psychologically, you are all over the place. It could be that your wardrobe is a mess right now, And the reason why your wardrobe is a mess and you can't arrange it is the same reason why you can't come into a business. You know that the reason why you have not gotten to the level you are supposed to get is because you lie a lot. You tell too much lies. So you find yourself, you call it managing customers' emotion. That is not how to manage people's
Align
emotion. You are
yourself.
just a very dishonest person. You're dishonest. And that is why it will be difficult for people to trust you. You might say they don't know that I'm a liar, but see, our body has a way of leaking out all of these things. You will not see, you will know. But people have see. Okay, I'm about to activate it to another level, but let me come back. So yes, if you are struggling right now, you need to change your mindset. There is something in your mindset that needs to be corrected. If you speak to me, but if you speak to me, we will review a lot of things that you need to correct about you that you are yet to correct. Is the only reason why you're struggling. Money is the easiest thing to make. You were, yeah, Abiola, you saw the program we had and you heard all of those things. Money is the easiest thing to make when you give the right value. You don't make money by chasing money. So if you are still struggling and you are still chasing, that is the problem. That is the mindset you need to chase. That is the problem. That is the mindset you need to change. The mindset of chasing. The mindset of chasing. You are still chasing. You are in survival mode, and it's the only reason why you are struggling. But so when we say mindset shift, I don't think we have enough time to discuss mindset shift, though, because a lot of people cling on to identities that really does not serve them, but because they don't want to be perceived as weak, so they say, I am this person. But you and I know that this personality, this person you have embodied, is not serving you. This difficult person that cannot say I'm sorry is not serving you, and it's the only reason why you are still stuck. It's the only reason why you're still stuck. It's the only reason why you're still struggling. I will never speak to her again. That single attitude is the only reason why you're still struggling. So it is these little things are the reason. And until you change that particular mindset, you will keep facing the same problem. You will just be waking up every new year and be saying it's my year of something, and it will still end the same way. The exact same way. Because you are using the identity of someone who is a survivor to call forth abundance. Are you whining God? Are you whining yourself? If you say that I did, a lot of people talk about things to add to what they are doing, but they don't really talk about what to remove from their life. Forgetting that for you to install new OS, for upgrade to Apple, there are features that probably will have to go or will be rendered obsolete. Is that not how tech works? They will say we have an updated feature. It means what you used to know is not the same. We have now worked on it to make it bigger. Because they do this because they want to attract a different and more clientele. But you are not updating your OS. But you are saying, why am I not getting more clientele? Are you joking? You are not installing new OS. You're not installing new character. You're not shedding character flaws in your life. But you are saying, I don't understand why I'm not making money. Are you whining God? That's my advice.
that part touched me. Really. It really makes sense that the fact that we always want to add, we don't want to remove. Do we ask ourselves, what exactly do I need to remove? That part is it's like my key takeaway from this session.
This color is
like my key takeaway. I think the first will be the fact that you have to remove quickly. I wrote it down. Remove quickly, reset quickly, and then refocus. And then right now you are saying what you need to remove. Remove it. Remove it. Remove it. Because really, that part is I'm taking that away. I don't know what you are taking away on this call, really, but I think it's been an amazing session. There are things that I'm going to remove. I think I'm going to remove. We need to remove something. So business owners that have listened to this, that join live, that will listen after now, either on whatever platform you find this, please, there is a lot to learn, relearn, and unlearn. So as life goes on, you need to keep feeding yourself, feeding your mind, and getting connected to the right people actually. I will recommend Tiffany anytime, any day. Our page is open. Send her a DM, say hi to her, tell her you found her on this page, tell her you listened to the session. Let people help you, really. Nobody's an island. Let people help you. And when you find help, don't run away from it. So I don't think we have questions. Everybody seems to be soaking it in. Okay.
This Kolade is a troublesome person.
I know they reply your message because I don't want to work with you. You are too difficult to people. Tell me by the way you open this one. Okay, did they try and send this to you, Abiola? Okay. So Abiola is a marketing person also. So maybe one day he might be on this call also. He's really a great person. So really, I know customers have dealt with you. You come and share it. Don't worry. You come and share it. I don't want to use 100,000 to make 4 billion. You come and share it. Don't worry.
I'd love to be on that.
Really, it's been a great time. Thanks for coming on. It's the first one, and then I think we are emotionally in a way ready. This is not the full course meal, but I think we started on a great note. Thank you very, very much. I really do
You're welcome.
appreciate this. It's an honor. And all my community members, please help us say thank you to Tiffany for coming.
Thank you
We
for having
appreciate
me.
it.
Thank you.
I think after now, everybody can watch it again and then they get really soaked in with the information. Thank you very much.
Thank
So,
you.
uh, our live video will go off now. Thank you very much for the time out. Thank you for joining, guys. Have a lovely evening. Bye.
Bye. Bye.